It's your boy K3 back with another video, you feel me? Today's topic, if you ain't already read the title, is fear. And this one is important to me for many reasons. Because it's affected a lot in my life. Fear is the worst thing in the world, honestly. Because fear will make you act in ways that you've never acted before. It'll prevent you from doing things that you should have done. Like, it prevents you from taking risks that would have boosted your life or pushed you forward in life. And these dudes gonna come back to the chat party soon as I start filming. So I'm hope y'all didn't hear all that, but yeah. It'll prevent you from reaching where you're meant to go because you're too afraid to take risks to get there and certain stuff like that. And fear works in all aspects of your life, and I mean every aspect of your life. So I'm gonna go through a little bit of that. Fear, let's say, in like just trying to reach a goal or life or whatever, we often have fears that hold us back from just stepping out, like a fear of wasting time, a fear of failing, a fear of wasting money, all that. Like, but if you pay attention in life, just in general, like, I'm just gonna take it from like a business standpoint, since talking about work in this point. Business owners and stuff, let's go any of them, honestly. Any of the famous rich ones, all that, anybody. The thing is, they all had fears. That's without a doubt. But the thing is, you can't allow your fears to dictate your actions. Sometimes you have to just ignore your fears, push past it, and focus on what you're supposed to do. Not supposed to, but like, focus on what you want to do. Don't be afraid to step out and just give it a try. Because if you sit there afraid, then you'll end up having huge regrets in the future. You'll be wondering what could have been, what would have been. You're going to regret never actually trying and stuff. And then you're just going to see life going to pass you by. And then you're going to end up bitter and probably in the same situation you are in, when you could have upgraded, been better if you just took that risk. Now, same goes for relationships and stuff. Often, we tend to fear messing things up in relationships, right? A fear that we're going to do something bad, a fear that it's not going to work out, a fear of going back to being alone, honestly. And see, that's where things go bad. Because when you fear something, you try your hardest to prevent that from ever happening, right? And while doing that, what you're really doing is, the things that you're trying to prevent from happening, you're forcing them to happen. I forgot what the effect is called. I don't really care enough. It's not important what it's called. But the principle is, when you try to prevent something from happening, you're 80% more likely to make it happen. Because while you're doing everything, instead of just letting it all flow, then you try to force things to be the way you want them to be, and to not take that bad turn. But forcing pretty much is what causes it to happen anyways. Whereas if you just chilled, vibed out, 9 times out of 10, it wouldn't have never happened anyways. You'd just be living your life. Things would be good. You wouldn't be messing stuff up. Wouldn't have to break up. Wouldn't cause that, honestly. Each person would probably just be feeling good, just together, locked, and just would be on good terms, all that. And the reason I brought up that point is because me personally, I've done it fairly recently, and I didn't realize it until recently. Like, I was realizing it a little bit in between, but even while I realized little small things, I was still trying to prevent stuff from happening and forcing things, where then everything that I said I didn't want to happen ended up happening, where I realized, hey, it wouldn't have ever come to that if I would just have ignored the fears, got rid of them, because there was no need to be fearing. Everything was good, chill, all that. And I ended up messing stuff up because of how I was afraid of messing stuff up. Now, that's another topic, relationship-wise, for fear. Now, I'm just going to be honest. Fears are absolutely unnecessary. Just like if you have a fear of spiders or stuff like that, and you get over them, and then you realize how stupid it all was, it's the same way in life. Any fear you have, all you have to do is just step out on faith. I don't know how many of y'all are religious, but my religious people, personally, I'm a Christian, so my Christian people, I'm going to stand out from that. Just step out on the faith of God. Let Jesus take the wheel. Don't fear, because there's nothing, you don't know the future. You can't predict the future, can't prevent it. Wherever it happens, happens. Where you're supposed to go, you'll go. So don't sit here and dwell on the fear. That's going to hold you down and drag you down, when you could just go out, just enjoy life, live in the moment. Don't worry about the future. You can think about the past, but don't let the past dictate what you're going to do. Yes, your past teaches you lessons, and you learn from it. Yes, you're supposed to sit there, you're supposed to learn from the lessons. That's cool, but don't keep thinking about it. Once you learn from the lesson, move on and continue on with your life. If you keep thinking about those past things, that's where anxiety is going to come in, because you're going to be sitting here thinking, every time you're going to think about what happened in the past, you're going to be like, oh my God, I don't want that to happen again. And it's going to make more fears, and then you're going to mess up again. Probably why you messed up the first time, to be honest. Probably why the first situation even happened. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is, don't fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Life is going to happen whether you like it or not. Bad things are going to happen, good things are going to happen. That's just how life is. You can't sit here fearing, trying to prevent the bad things from happening, because that's often, you're going to end up realizing that it was horrible. It was not horrible, like realizing that trying to sit there and stop it only added extra stress, made you stress more for no reason, when you could be enjoying your life. It also puts you in a badder mood, to be honest. You could be sitting there happy and all, everything. Like me, I'll admit it, I've had some fears. I don't know how many of y'all don't know. I'm 17, right? Actually, that's a lie. Birthday was yesterday. I'm 18, right? My birthday was January 15th. I forgot about that. I'm 18, right? Most people, by the time they are 18, they've been in hella relationships. Me, I have not been in a single relationship. I've talked to people, all that, had relationships I could have gotten into, but the thing that prevented me was strictly fear. Feared that I wasn't ready, feared that I'd mess up, feared that it wouldn't work out, feared I'd end up making dumb mistakes, and feared I wasn't mature enough to even handle it. That is a stupid mindset, because all it did was make me stress about stuff that didn't matter. Because in reality, if I would have gotten into all them relationships, who cares if it didn't work out? I'm young, just living my life, and if it doesn't work out, guess what? Learn from it and try again. Me preventing that from ever happening, everything in relationships, I don't know nothing. Like, I know stuff because I watch other people, and I learn from them and their mistakes, but like, you have to personally go through certain things for you to truly understand. And I've prevented my own growth, honestly. Because that's all it's doing. If you're sitting and waiting on fear and just thinking and dwelling on it, you're preventing your own growth. Like, if I'd have gotten all in relationships, all it would have done is each time just taught me how to better handle my next one if it didn't work out. And also missed out on connections I could have had. Close friendships, people just vibing out, all that. Same with, honestly, if I'm being honest, I let fear dictate my life a lot, honestly. I ain't hang out with a bunch of people because I was like, man, different things, afraid that they wouldn't like me, honestly, to be honest. Really, now, I don't really care. I don't care if people like me or not. But when I was younger, I did. Feared that I'd end up making the wrong decision, doing something bad, all that, letting them influence me when now see, I'm like, hey, all it is learning. All I did was prevent myself from learning from any situation. So all I'm trying to do is help y'all. Just don't let fear dictate your life. What the oh my god. I'm back. You know, people want to interrupt and I knock before they open my door. Like I was saying, don't let fear dictate your life and prevent you from learning and growing as a person. Because that's all fear is. That's all it's put here for. It's for you to sit here and it prevents you from becoming who you're supposed to do and reaching the greatness and goals that you're supposed to. So all I'm saying is don't dwell on fear. Go out, live your life, be the person that you want to be, and just take risks. No matter what, risk in your relationship and your career, risk in everything, because even if you take a risk and it goes wrong, it doesn't go how you expect it, guess what? That was a learning thing. You learned from it, and now you know how to better handle a situation that happens. You know not to take those risks anymore, and you can try different things and new things. Whereas if you're sitting here just stuck in the same square, the same box, guess what? You're never learning, you're never growing, and you're the same mentality from day one. And the point in being on this earth is to learn and grow from our experiences, people around us, and to spread love and all that. So all I'm saying is go out there, live your lives, be the best person you can be, and just take risks. Don't be afraid. If you have any fears, all I'm just saying, step out on it, just say forget it, freak it, and just try. That's all that matters. As long as you try, even if things go bad, you try it. Now you know a better way of what not to do, and now you have better options of what you could do. See, just learn from stuff. Like, sorry, this little sidetrack. You feel me? Like me, here's what I realized. Like, I used to be a big overthinker when I text stuff too, right? I used to reread stuff. I've not sent like millions of messages like, cause they might react some type of, man, forget it. Now I just send, I don't think about it. I type, send, think about it later. Guess what? It's too late because it's already sent. Nothing I can do about it. Whatever happens, happens. Guess what? That's what matters. Because guess what? Even then, whatever happens, then I know, hey, at least for this person, not to do that again, not to send that message again, you feel me? But, like, that's besides the point. Go out there, live your lives, be great. K3 signing out. Peace. Love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Down below. And share this with your friends. Help the channel out. We trying to get to a smooth 200 real quick. We at like 181. It's time me filming this. It's gonna get to 200 and slowly keep growing. Soon be up there. Go from 200 up to 1 mil. For all we know, we gonna keep growing, working on it one day at a time, growing together and build the family. You feel me? Peace. Love y'all. Boy, out with his every place talking. I think when I want to ride like a toilet. I'm like the garbage, I need to get spot.